First up, the Extras Academy Survival Guide. The MC wakes up as Ed Rothstaler, a third-rate villain from a game. Disowned, expelled from the dorms, and basically hated by everyone. His goal? Simple. Learn a scholarship, graduate, and live peacefully. But of course, nothing goes as planned. Even though he hides out in the woods and tries to avoid the main cast, the female leads keep getting pulled into his orbit, and his very existence starts messing with the game's timeline. What I really like here is Ed's progression. People don't instantly forgive him. He's still viewed negatively for a long time, which makes the development feel earned. He's calm, calculating, and when he needs to be, cold as hell. No rushed romance, real skepticism from other characters. A solid reincarnated into a game, but slowly breaking the plot setup. The chapter pacing feels almost like mini seasons, which is interesting. Overall, super engaging, and I just want to see how far Ed can push this broken timeline. Next is the Academy's Sashimi Swordmaster, and yeah, this one's weird in a good way. A legendary sashimi chef gets transported into a game world, not as a hero, but as a background extra. Instead of flashy powers, he gets the blessing of the Blade God, which is insanely strong, but comes with real restrictions and risks. What makes this fun is how carefully the MC uses his ability. Sometimes it even activates at the worst possible moments. He's not chasing romance, not building a harem, he's literally just doing his job. The art has its own style, not super generic, and the power system stays focused instead of throwing a rainbow of abilities at you. If you like stories that prioritize found family, friendships, and bromance over romance, this one hits. Think Trash of the Count's family vibes, with a self-sacrificing MC everyone low-key worries about. Now this one? Hidden gem, Magic Academy's genius blend. In a world where everyone uses magic, Bekyuzil can't. His only skill is Blink, a short-range teleport everyone considers useless. Naturally, he's labeled the worst character in the game. Then true ending failed. The world is 90% destroyed. He gets thrown into the game as that exact trash character, surviving among elite mages. Using nothing but Blink is insanely fun to watch. The fights are creative, the problem solving is smart, and the MC actually feels like he's playing on hardcore difficulty. No overpowered nonsense, just pure skill expression and clever use of limitations. If you like Underdog Academy stories with real tension, don't sleep on this. Alright, Infinite Mage. This one hits different. Shironi's abandoned as a child, raised by hunters, grows up obsessed with books, especially magic. Despite being a commoner in a world where only nobles become mages, he stumbles into the foundations of magic through sheer curiosity and effort. What makes this series special is the emotion. It starts slow, almost average, but once it gets going, it absolutely skyrockets. The magic system is deeply tied to physics and mathematics, which makes everything feel grounded and intense. Season 1 especially goes hard. It's not just hype, there's anxiety, excitement, frustration, and payoff. Definitely not a brain-off read, but if you want an Academy Manhwa that treats magic seriously, this is a must-try. And number 5. I Killed an Academy Player. Terrible title, but great story. The MC is an NPC who realizes the hero player is actually a psycho, murdering NPCs for loot. After the game ends badly, he gets sent back 3 years and decides, yeah, I'll kill the player myself and take his role. What carries this series is the MC. He's smart, hilarious, and actually uses logic and experience instead of brute force. He's not overpowered, just highly skilled and constantly adapting. Side characters get real development. The FMCs have actual personalities. The action is hype, and even the villain is surprisingly well written. It's chaotic, funny, and way better than the title makes it sound. Next is the Academy's Genius Tamer. The MC reincarnates as Han Sita, a minor villain in a dark fantasy novel. His goal? Graduate quietly and not get killed by the protagonists, who, unfortunately, start taking interest in him anyway. He has no magic talent. Terrible social skills, but one saving grace aiming, and he leans hard into it. The premise is solid. The Academy vibes are strong. Yeah, there's even a Hogwarts-looking reference. But the biggest downside is the pacing. Arcs are really short. Fights that should last multiple chapters sometimes end in one. Emmett's fast. Maybe too fast. But if you like clean progression and a non-flashy MC trying to survive on pure strategy, it's still a fun read. The legendary hero is an Academy Honors student. Now this one's about legacy and recognition. Kyle, the hero who defeated the genesis of evil, reincarnates 5,000 years later, only to find out that history completely erased him. The world treats him like a myth, and the hero record doesn't even acknowledge his existence. So what does he do? Enrolls in a hero academy and decides to become an honors student just to figure out what went wrong. The premise is a bit familiar. The execution is actually really solid. The story stays enjoyable. The academy politics are interesting. And the mystery around Kyle's erasure keeps things moving. Art style might be for everyone, but story-wise, it holds up surprisingly well. Next, Demon King of the Royal Class. Author gets trapped in his own novel trope, but done right. After dying, the author gets reborn as a weak demon prince in a world where his demon realm has already fallen. While trying to survive, somehow ends up enrolled in a prestigious human academy. The MC isn't insanely overpowered. It's just strong enough to make it into the top class and get bullied for it. Which makes it even more satisfying when he absolutely smacks people he literally wrote to be bullies. The story balances comedy, politics, power progression, and character drama really well. The MC is confident, unpredictable, and doesn't let anyone walk over him. Art's decent, characters are strong, and overall it's way more enjoyable than it sounds on paper. Finally, the novel's extra. Probably the most well-known one here. The MC wakes up as a background nobody in his own novel. It's barely connected to the main plot. He knows the future, understands the events, and slowly inserts himself into key moments without stealing the spotlight outright. The early arcs, especially the Cube arc, are genuinely amazing. Strong world building, smart MC, and really interesting setups. That said, it's not perfect. The later stages get divisive. Power scaling goes wild. Some characters become unstoppable, and the ending drags more than it should. Still, if you enjoy overpowered but intelligent MCs and don't mind uneven execution later on, this is still a classic Academy read.
Next up, the Academy's Undercover Professor, and this one's honestly a sleeper hit. The MC has spent over a decade moving through history under multiple fake identities, training with monsters, and participating in major events behind the scenes. By pure accident, he steals the identity of a dead professor and ends up teaching at a magic academy. Sounds simple? Nope. The professor he replaced was also a fake identity, belonging to a spy tied to a dangerous secret organization. So now the MC has to play teacher, spy, and imposter at the same time. He's incredibly strong, but not in a flashy way. He's not a single-element god. He just stacks weak magic insanely fast, which gives him constant imposter syndrome. The students are great. The mysteries around his past keep piling up, and there's no harem or fanservice nonsense. The MC actually has personality. The side characters matter, and he can't just solve everything alone. Easily one of the best written Academy Manhwa on this list.